What up, fellas? My name's 3pills and I'll be guiding you through the basics of bop boosting within Sonic Heroes. So what is bop boosting? Bop boosting refers to a trick in which the flight character is sent flying across the level, as a result of the speed character being damaged whilst in flight formation. Now the setup for this trick is fairly convoluted, so we'll go through that first. For the rest of the explanation, it's assumed that the player is constantly in flight formation. So, at its core, the bop boost state is entered when the speed character is knocked out of formation on the frame the player touches the ground. This causes the speed character's rotation to lock to the direction of the other two members. Jumping while the speed character is like this will cause the typical halo to appear around them as well as your other two members. The game assumes the speed character is still attached in the formation. You'll notice that once the speed character gets up from the damage, they return to formation and the bop boost state is exited. So what can we do with this? Jumping in the air and initiating flight will lock the player to the speed character who's stuck on the ground. Not very useful for going fast. However, if the player puts a wall between the speed character and the other two members before flying, the titular bug occurs and the flight and power characters are sent off into the level. The direction they travel is governed by the normal, or perpendicular, of the first surface to block them from a direct line of sight with the speed character, and the distance they travel is directly proportional to the distance they were from the speed character at the time they began to fly. If the speed character is closer, they'll travel less distance over the course of the boost. It's also worth noting that the boost can be immediately cancelled at any time by simply thunder shooting. So now that we know the what and the why, I'll show you how. Currently the only way this trick is initiated within runs is off the typical eggbot enemy. If the player flies the power character into the bot, getting him injured and thus invincible, then flies the speed character in a slight angle, the speed character should collide on the correct frame, knocking him into the bop boost state. An earlier time will result in the speed character remaining in formation and merely getting injured, whilst a late timing will force the formation to a stop as the speed character is knocked out and the flight character is injured. An exception to this setup is Team Sonic, who, as Knuckles is so small, can merely drop down onto the bot and knock Sonic into the state. So with that explanation over, here's a demonstration of each team completing a bop boost within Rail Canyon. I picked this stage to showcase the boost as this stage is a universal bop boost, one available to and used by all teams. You might have noticed that Team Sonic's bop boost fell slightly short of the others due to the nature of their setup. This would make their bop boost harder if there wasn't an exclusive workaround. Team Sonic can get a large boost of speed at any time during the bop boost state by flying near their speed character and spamming A for air boosts. The flight and power character will be thrown in the direction they're moving from the position of the speed character. This makes getting to position in time to make the boost much easier. I recommend going over both the Rail Canyon and the Hang Castle bop boost, the latter being utilized by both Team Sonic and Team Dark, for practice. Bop boosting is not particularly difficult and once mastered is able to be fluidly worked into any team's route. If you have any issues in particular, feel free to comment and I'll try to respond with something helpful. No promises though.